Hello and welcome back to some more 2005 college football coverage, and we have a special broadcast here today. It will be our first user-on-user game between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Nebraska Cornhuskers, as this is going to be a fun game because it is at Nebraska, and although Georgia's the much better team ranking-wise, Nebraska's at home, and you just never know. When you're an SEC team and you have to travel first game up to a Midwest school where they have a huge crowd and new hope for their season, it could always be potential hurtful first game. So we're going to get going here as we're turning the TV down. 5-minute quarters for this game, and it's going to be a long game. So be prepared. Get your popcorn ready. This will be a long game, and it's going to be a fun one. Do not worry. It will be a fun game. So, prepared for a full day of kind of grinding our college football dynasty as Georgia will receive. And it's going to be a bad return only to their 18-yard line. Okay. Not a good field position start. DJ Shockley at quarterback. Boy, oh boy, is he good or what? The Bulldogs have a legit chance right now to end up as a potential SEC champion and potentially move their way up and try and compete for a national championship. They're one of the teams that I actually do expect that from, as I'm going to turn off easy play because it indicates what the play is. So play notification off. Okay, oh, there's a flag on the first play. There's an actual penalty flag that falls on the field. Face mask on the defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. Georgia moving the ball already. They accept. So this is a noon game. It's going to be September 3rd. Early game here and a litmus test for both of these teams. Nebraska in their classic red, kind of cherry red uniforms. Georgia with the block numbers. Shockley under center. It's going to be a counter. It's going to be a decent run here. Up the middle, 5 yards. Georgia moving the ball. If you're Nebraska, it feels like a big swing moment in this game is just to get a stop. That feels like a pretty major swing moment. So we like to kind of take these games, and this is the first full game broadcast I've done. So we like to kind of take these games, and we'll broadcast the game, and we'll talk about it. Shockley will keep this one. Is he going to get the edge? Couple yards. It'll be 3rd and short, around midfield. We like to broadcast, and then we like to kind of talk about the dynasty a little bit. It kind of turns into a podcast episode. So if you feel like skipping games around, and that's fine if you want to skip around games, that's fine, and kind of whatnot, but I highly recommend you listen to all broadcasts. I'm not going to bore you. I hope I don't. I'm going to cut games short if they're blowouts, and I'll talk about some important stuff. But you do whatever you feel like. And that's going to be a handoff up the middle to the fullback, a big run. That's going to be a gain of 15. Fullback number 35 with a big run. 1st and 10. Georgia moving the ball here. Like I said, you don't want to miss it. We've got some exciting stuff to cover. Shockley in the shotgun. Shockley, the only black quarterback in UGA history. I wouldn't even be shocked. As this is going to be a pass to the tight end, complete. Breaks a tackle down the left side all the way down to the 21-yard line. A 20-yard gain for the Bulldogs. So far, Nebraska not showing very much resistance defensively, and Georgia's knocking on the red zone door. And I think it's very much worth mentioning that this game has much better offensive flow, computer versus computer, and just major flow in general, as this is going to be a pass down the left side tipped by the defense. That could have been picked off. But it'll be 2nd and 10. Much better offensive flow in general than NCAA 09. NCAA 09 was so many interceptions. And I'm going to tell you right now, from this camera angle, it looks so similar to NCAA 09. Very, very similar. Very similar, except apparently the gameplay is smoother. This is going to be a pass to the flats to the running back. No gain. 3rd and 10. So will Nebraska bend but don't break? Shockley leading the number 14 Bulldogs. This is our highest ranked team. And remember, we're only doing one user-on-user game. If the Bulldogs can win this game, they could compete. 3rd and 9. Shockley back to pass. All tight. Data throw. This is going to be picked off. Just talked about a lack of interceptions, but it's picked up by the linebacker. He's going to have the corner. Shockley's trying to chase him down. The linebacker's got speed. Nebraska returns this all the way into Georgia territory to the 30-yard line. Number 51. With showing his speed after the interception, it was a kind of a middle sit route and a bad throw from Shockley, who ends up making the tackle. He has to get off of a block, and Shockley shows his speed and chase him down. He chased him down for a good 30 yards. Finally caught him. Let's see what the Huskers have. The Huskers are no joke. I mean, they're ranked number 46 early in the season, which is respectable. And they're at home, which home field advantage is a major thing. Both teams kind of play a similar style of football. Old school, ground and pound, physicality in the trenches. And Georgia has some serious defensive linemen. So let's see how good Nebraska can be in the run game, as this is going to be a run for no gain. You would expect Nebraska to have to mix in some passes. Mid-first quarter action here. Our first computer versus computer simulated game. Toss to the right. Oh, it's going to be a double pass. This is back to the quarterback, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Trying to pull out of the bag of tricks early. It did not go well. This is going quick. I mean, this is about the length of a game, I would say, from NCAA football 09 for a 5-minute quarter game. Probably be about 52 minutes, 55 minutes. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depending on if it becomes a blowout. 3rd and 10, number 13 back to pass, chucks it left. This is going to be knocked away. 4th down. So Nebraska doesn't move an inch on offense. They'll have to take the field goal team out from the 29. This will be a 46-yard field goal. From the right hash. Number 27. It's up. Is it long enough? It is, and it's good. The Cornhuskers strike first with a field goal. As obviously our regular schedule season, you have teams play each other twice, but in this, we're having them play each other one time, and that's it. One time, and that's it. And the reason we're doing that is because we don't know anything about this game in terms of our own ability, my own ability to play the games and win. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win games. I've already lost a game with Oregon. I've already lost a game with Cincinnati. And at the end of the day, the number one goal is to build these teams up and win games, right? So if I'm not confident in my ability to win games, I don't want my teams beating each other. I'd rather play other teams and just give myself the best chance to win. I mean, I have a higher confidence in winning games when I'm playing them myself, but I don't know how high a confidence I have. And that's the reasoning behind that. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on their own 20. As the Boston Celtics clinched last night in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, they will be in the NBA Finals for the first time in 12 years. Shockley gives the ball up the middle. Nice little 7-yard gain. So that's kind of what I was doing last night. So I'm just now kind of getting my bearings. It's about 1 o'clock the next day, Memorial Day. Doing I formation for Shockley. Play action, rolls to the right, passes it, overthrown, almost intercepted. Third and 2. Number 9 toughest stadium pulse here on 3rd down. Nebraska Cornhuskers bringing the heat from Memorial Stadium. From under center, Shockley drops back. Chucks it left, incomplete. 3 and out for Georgia. Late first quarter action here. Nebraska's going to get the ball back. From their own 23, it's going to be a good return. Up to the 35. So the Cornhuskers are doing it. They're holding their own. The announcers actually were saying how good Georgia is and how Nebraska should have troubles. And it has been troubles for the Bulldogs so far. They've given up a total of 0 yards on defense, though. We'll see if that changes. We have a play action, backwards pass to the tight end. He's going to get the corner. He's going to have a broken tackle out to the first down. So the play actually works. An 11-yard gain. Well, the Cornhuskers up to the 46. So an update on how our teams are doing, and I'll do weekly updates just for now, so you can check back with the weekly updates. But just an update on why I haven't done my game breaks, as you will see a lot of game breaks this year, I promise. But you haven't seen them yet. This is going to be a 4-yard gain up the middle, up to midfield. And the reason you haven't seen those game breaks is because I'm literally getting to know this game. Like, I've been failing almost miserably. I mean, I've played pretty well. I've won some games, and I've lost some games. And I'm kind of just getting used to it. So I'm giving myself some slack on the game breaks because I don't want to just make something exciting because I've screwed it up. Or make something seem exciting, but I was really screwing the game up, and that's why it's exciting. If that makes sense. So it's just a philosophical thing. I'll probably be back to game breaks after this game, I bet. I bet you can get some game breaks after. I bet you get some game breaks before the recap. You probably get one more game break before the recap because I have some really fun games that happen. 3rd and 7 here for Nebraska at midfield. Can they move the chains against this tough defense? Pass to the left. It's going to be caught, but short of the first down. 4th and 1. Let's see if they go for it. They won't. They will not. They will punt. So remember, Georgia moved the ball in their first drive. They moved it all the way down into field goal range, actually. Almost the red zone. And then on 3rd down, they threw a pick. Wow, this one's down inside the 5? Oh, no, at the 6. Still. What a punt. It was actually caught by the tight end in the air. This is like, I'm learning things about this game. Like, you can do things in this game that are, like, really cool. Shockley's under center, as he normally is. It's going to be a handoff to number 6. He's going to make a man miss. Give themselves some breathing room here. Believe it'll be a 5-yard gain. Number 6 has 3 attempts for 18 yards. That was a 6-yard gain. This should be the last play of the quarter. From their own 12. Shotgun formation. Shockley takes the snap. He's going to run. He's going to be sacked. So he tried to escape, and he couldn't do it. As that'll be a loss of 4. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Bulldogs will have 3rd and long. They are in a fight right now. I'm telling you. It was the turnover. And again, I don't know how fast this game will go. This game might take an hour. And that will affect whether I want to do as many of these longer games in the future as well. I don't want to keep doing super long games if I don't have to. 3rd and 8. Shockley, out of the shotgun, drops back. He's looking, he fires, deep left. It's going to be tipped by the defense and caught by the wide receiver. Number 16 on the left side. It was punched by the defensive player on an out and up. Number 8 punched it. Number 16 caught it. Big break for the Bulldogs there. Probably should have just been intercepted. 25-yard gain for Georgia. And I know this is just 2005, but if you really look at the grand scheme of things, Georgia historically, even though it's a little bit later, does not historically do great in road Big 12 games to start seasons. Shockley drops back, throws it deep middle. This is way deep. It's going to be intercepted. This is another mistake. Number 8 is, and he's going to have a big return down the left side. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to keep going. He's going to be pushed out of bounds in field goal range, almost to the red zone. So the pressure from the Cornhuskers getting to the Bulldogs here. What the heck? What the? Okay. I know you must be wondering what that was. I didn't even know I had my pickle out. I have this yodeling pickle that I got for a gift, and I don't even know. It must have fallen out of my closet, and my foot just hit it. So that's what that was. And I can't turn it off once it gets going. So that was weird. Okay. Imagine if I would have done that in the middle of an exciting play. 1st and 10 here. Number 13 out to number 11. This is their best player, the tight end. He's an All-American. As that's going to be a 5-yard gain for the Cornhuskers up to the 17. So they're really relying on number 11 early on. And it's worked out. Be 2nd and 5. Into the red zone for Nebraska. Georgia has been making mistakes. I mean, even that big catch on that 3rd down, it was tipped by the defense. 13, rolling out right, off his back foot, wobbles it into the end zone, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down once again. Can this Bulldog defense come up with a big stop? That was great coverage there. One-on-one, trying to find that wide receiver, and the shutdown coverage. You question whether Nebraska has really elite athletes on the outside, or if they're going to try it. That's the thing that Georgia has a huge advantage of in this game. As 13 throws it over the middle, it will be caught. A huge 6-yard gain over the middle. It was number 28. As a comparison, Shockley's 3 for 8, and the Nebraska quarterback is 4 for 6 throwing. So there's been better efficiency from the Nebraska passing, and the 2 interceptions for Georgia is killing them right now. And now they're into the red zone. From the 11, there's going to be a fake handoff. Will they be able to come up with it? It's going to be a rollout and a completion for maybe a yard. Well, I'll tell you, number 11's getting his PPR. As the Cornhuskers have a big swing moment in this game. They're 2nd and 9 from the 10. They have to find a way to get close on this play because they can't be 3rd and 9. Maybe they'll run it. Big swing moment in this game. It's going to be a reverse pitch. It's going to be a fumble. Is it going to be picked up by Georgia? It is. How far is he going to return it? Up to the 43-yard line. So we have our 3rd turnover of the half. Maybe there will be a lot of turnovers. I believe that's Richard Seymour. I actually genuinely think that's Richard Seymour. I'm just going to say it is. I don't even care. Richard Seymour returns it. I know that sounds random, but it looks exactly like him. From the 43-yard line, the Bulldogs have a huge break. From field goal range, they force the turnover. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Number 6 breaks a tackle, 5-yard gain. Georgia's getting just like they normally do. They normally get their runs. Shockley will set up in the shotgun. Play action, throw deep right. Intercepted again. This one acts as a punt, though. It's at the 9. 13-yard line. You know, that's the 4th turnover. I'm going to stop acting so surprised with these turnovers. I was acting surprised before. I'm going to kind of take more of an NCAA 09 approach with these. This game really feels exactly like NCAA 09 now. So that might not even be a bad thing for Georgia because they flipped the field position. So yeah, they're losing, but Nebraska has it on their own 13. Out of the shotgun, throws it left, complete, 1st down. Threw it short of the sticks, wide receiver number 28. Makes a man miss, gets the 1st down. 26-yard line. I formation for the Huskers. 3 minutes to go in the half. Pass short left. 5-yard gain. Total offense, Georgia with 86 yards. Nebraska with 46. Second and 4. Pass over the middle, complete to who else but number 11. First down. So, in our old dynasty mode, Nebraska and Georgia were going to play in week 13. Nebraska was undefeated, and they were going to play against undefeated Georgia. Now, if these games are happening and there's like Cincinnati versus, say, Purdue or whatever, and they both have lost a game already, I'm not going to broadcast that unless it's really close at the end or something. If that makes sense, like I'm not going to put you through that. That's kind of awful, not going to lie. So I'm not going to put you through a game between two teams that have already lost, especially if it's like this and it's kind of like, oh man, back and forth, turnovers and stuff. That might be kind of boring. This game, on the other hand, is not boring whatsoever, at least not to me, because both of these teams, in my eyes, I know I'm saying this, and it sounds kind of, early on to say, but as this is going to be a sack by Georgia, there's a great chance of either of these teams making a run at the national championship. At least these teams believe that. And as it's the first week, but these teams really believe that. And I'll tell you one thing, like these teams are early on, like these teams are kind of playing in like almost like a semifinal game, like a pre-semifinal game right now. This is going to be another sack by Mr. Richard Seymour, bringing up fourth down with 2 minutes to go in the half. So from the 29-yard line, Nebraska will punt. That was just a simple stunt twist on the outside. Number 94 comes in unscathed. But I'll tell you what, Nebraska, holding their own here. We were hoping for this kind of game between Georgia and Nebraska in NCAA 09. I was wondering how Georgia would look when we simulated them. Georgia seems to win special teams battles or like third-party battles, like turnovers and stuff like that when they're playing in NCAA 09. Now that's on the Wii and that's with high ratings. Here tonight, it's been Nebraska taking care of business, whether it's in the special teams department or whether it's in the turnovers department. Although Nebraska had the biggest turnover of the game so far. No, that's not true. The return on the first one was the biggest. But this last one was so big. This is going to be a flat route for 4 yards. But I'm telling you right now, like, Nebraska could be up 6-0 easy. Like without blinking. They could be up 6-0. And instead, Georgia's going to try and drive here before halftime, but it's only 3-0. Shockley is yet to use his legs. I'm surprised with that. This is going to be a first down to the running back. It'll be a little pass. Only 9 first downs this half total between these teams. 5 for Georgia, 4 for Nebraska. We're going to have 1:28 to go in the half. Georgia trying to do their 2-minute drill. It's going to be ball at midfield. Remember, Georgia doesn't need to do anything except just get in the field goal range to tie this game. Shockley will be under center once again. It's going to be a pass to the right side. This will be complete down the right side. Big gainer up to the 24. That's going to be a 26-yard gain for Georgia. It was wide receiver number 4. He got open on a wheel route, and Shockley puts a good one in there. So we'll see if Georgia can punch one in here, take the lead. That'd be efficient. We haven't really seen, I know we haven't seen a touchdown yet, but we haven't really seen, a drive. Nebraska got their points off a turnover, and they had 0 yards that drive. We haven't seen points off of any yards. Shockley drops back, throws it over the middle. It's going to be dropped. And obviously there's been yards in this game. Update on the passing stats. Shockley 6 for 13 as he's really kind of struggled early on. He's hit a couple big throws, but he also has a couple of picks. out of the shotgun. Shockley drops back. Now he's going to scramble. This is where he has a strength. He's really fast. He's going to get the first. Shockley inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a minute 1 as Georgia calls a timeout. Nebraska has negative 14 rushing yards. That's going to lose you a game. Obviously, 3 turnovers will also lose you a game. That's why they're in it. But Georgia was 61 rushing yards in this half, definitely giving them the advantage. Time of possession has been very even, but Georgia has outgained Nebraska 144 to 43. And from the 6-yard line, Georgia tries to be efficient and punch the ball in here. The stadium's rocking really loud right now. On the 6, Shockley drops back. He looks, he fires in the end zone. It's actually going to be on the 1, caught. No, Shockley's injured his chest. No, we don't want that. Be okay. He got hit as he threw, and it says he injured his chest. We'll get you that update as soon as possible. So unlucky. It'll be number 13 coming in. Stetson Bennett the 4th. Just kidding. Stadium pulse is at a max right now, and it'll be an I formation. Nebraska not in a goal line. Play action. What are you doing? Knocked away at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal from the 1. Why don't you run the ball? You've been running it all game. You have to run the ball now. Oh, now they're in goal line. Goal line sets for both teams. 3rd and goal from the 1. Georgia wants to punch it in. It's going to be a play action again. Throw into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It's the impact player number 81. It was a second play action. Nebraska was not ready for it. They went run heavy. 2 wide open Bulldogs. Pick your poison. Back right corner of the end zone. I love the replays in this game. That's part of the reason this game goes a little slower. But the presentation's awesome. So how about that? Georgia gets points. Now Shockley's hurt. We don't know what's going to happen there. But Georgia gets points. 36 seconds to go in the half. Georgia leads 7-3. 8-play, 64-yard drive. That's how you respond. And now it's just going to be formalities before halftime. I'm going to tell you right now how these things work. If Georgia goes up by 2 possessions, I'll turn it off. Unless it's like a national championship or something like that. Obviously, I won't do that. But if Georgia goes up 2 possessions, I won't put you through that. But then if it gets close again, I'll do a game break. Nebraska up to the 24. Should just be a formality here before halftime. Remember, the Huskers have negative 14 rushing yards. I guess part of that's probably the sacks taken into account. But still, even with the sacks, negative 14 is just incredible. High formation. Let's see if they can just get some yards here. You run up the middle. Makes a man miss. 4 yards. Had to juke behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout Huskers. They're at the 30-yard line. Man, I just have so much to talk about, so much to unpack, and I will do. Oh my God, he broke his collarbone. He's out for 5 weeks. That is such a major development. Okay, we have to stop the presses. DJ Shockley's hurt for 5 weeks. DJ Shockley is a superstar quarterback. 5 weeks. It's week 2. That takes him out until week 7. Oh my God. Terrible. So we lost with Oregon, so they're done in terms of national championship. We lost with Cincinnati. They weren't ranked very high. But surprising team so far. New Mexico State knocked off UTEP. I'm going to do all this in my recap, but I'll talk more in depth about what those things mean. But New Mexico State, I mean, how about it? Knocking off a ranked team at home as Nebraska's going to punt. So, again, just That's what you get for calling timeouts before halftime. You're just wasting your own time. But New Mexico State off to a good start. So, okay, we'll see. We'll see what kind of season they have. But I'm starting to figure offense out a little bit better. Defense, I'm kind of iffy. But offense, I'm learning to run the ball. I'm learning to call plays faster. And I'm like, literally, it's a matter of that. Like, I call the wrong plays all the time. And then I've been playing on the second hardest level. That's worked really well for me. I played on a really hard level with, who was that? With Oregon. We lost another game, didn't we? Oh, yeah, I lost. I was losing with Minnesota until like the last minute. That was the most amazing game. So Georgia gets a pretty big run. There's going to be a fumble. Covered by Georgia. Oh, that would have been within field goal range if Nebraska recovered. That would have been crazy. And we've reached halftime here in Lincoln. Georgia Bulldogs lead 7-3. This is a tough game. I mean, this is no joke. Just because they're not ranked doesn't mean this isn't a good game. I mean, this is a tough game. Nebraska gets the ball to start the second half. Ooh, not a good return. So Georgia ended the first half with 163 yards to Nebraska's 50. And the Cornhuskers not in good field position at their own 16. But Georgia has kept Nebraska in this game with their 3 turnovers. Bulldogs have had 8 first downs. Nebraska's had 4. I love the stats they show. Oh, this game really rocks. Here's the throw to the right side, tipped away by number 2. If a player is a freshman in this game, he would have been a senior in NCAA 09. So it's possible that some of those seniors on that Georgia team were on the roster as a freshman. Now that's pretty cool. Handoff up the middle. Broken tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Second tackle gets him. Good tackle by the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 7. I have to give it up to this game. I mean, the presentation's amazing. There's referees on the field. They throw flags. Nebraska's 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. See, that stuff like that, it feels like a real football game. I mean, even modern Maddens sometimes don't have this. This is going to be a run up the middle. He's going to get it. Breaks the tackle. Nebraska's hanging on in this game by a thread, I'll tell you what. If Georgia got the ball back, it'd march down the field and score. Nebraska needs points. Split backs formation under center. Handoff. A juke. Number 4 is doing it for the Huskers, as there's going to be injury on the defense. Linebacker number 42 injured his head. That's not good. Ball on the 37. Another double pass back to the quarterback. I guess it gets them 3 yards. 3rd and 3. Mild concussion for number 42. He'll just be out for this game. That's a tough loss for the Bulldogs defense in a run-heavy game. 3rd and 3. Drops back to pass on 3rd down. As a huge play down the left side's complete. And the Nebraska Cornhuskers have been finding ways on offense this drive to move the ball on third down. This is going to be a double move. This is the old classic deep post corner on the left side. And quarterback number 13's had himself a game. I mean, his passing stats are good. He has no interceptions. Shockley has 3. And Nebraska's got the ball on the outskirts of field goal range here. Still only down by 4. I formation. Hand it off. Another broken tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be 6 more yards. Cornhuskers getting the momentum. These games are flowing really well. We've had some turnovers, but, I mean, it does not feel like there's going to be 10 turnovers a game. 2nd and 5. 2 tight ends to the left. Handoff. It's going to be a 1 polar. Halfback power gets them maybe a yard. Good solid defense. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the 28. And, halfway through the third quarter, Nebraska's converted on both their third downs here. Looks like a short 4. Almost 3. But it is 3. Here's a handoff. Here's going to be a first down. 3 third down conversions on this drive. Halfback number 4 is up to 45 rushing yards for the Cornhuskers. They're holding their own this half. Got that pep talk at halftime. 1st and 10 from the 21. 9 plays so far in this drive, 63 yards. They've taken up almost 3 minutes. Here's a handoff. He got tripped up by Seymour. Seymour with 4 tackles and a sack. Obviously, he had that fumble recovery too. That was actually a TFL. Lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 in the I formation. This is an edge of our seat game. I mean, every play seems so important. This is awesome. Here's a spin by number 4. He does get eaten up. That's what we're used to seeing with Georgia. We're used to seeing that. As Nebraska faces their 4th third down of the day, but this one's different. It's a 13-yard that they'll need to pick up, as they've been just running the ball every play. They started this drive 1 for 5 on third downs. Now they're 4 for 8. They got their percentage up. Number 13 passes to the right, wobbly. Oh, that could have been caught. It's going to be dropped. So it'll be 4th down. Now Nebraska's still down 7-3, so this field goal is only going to cut it down to 1. That's going to sting for the Cornhuskers. But that's what Georgia's defense does. It bends, but it does not break. And Nebraska will need to get it done next drive. They'll definitely need to stop the Bulldogs. Number 27. From 41 yards. It's up. It is down the middle. Cornhuskers cut this game down to 1. This is awesome. Is it just me or is this awesome? I've been looking forward to playing this all day. It's actually 2:10, so I haven't even really played it yet. I haven't really been awake that long after the Celtics celebration last night. Here's a deep kickoff. Taken from the end zone and kneeled out. 1st and 10. See how Nebraska's defense holds up here. Handoff, broken tackle, up to gain 6. Nearing the end of the third quarter. Number 13, he's going to throw deep left. That's a comeback route complete to number 16. First and 10 on the 36. Georgia trying to hang on in Lincoln. We've got ourselves a good one. I formation. Yeah, handoff. Just a couple yards. I mean, this has kind of been one of those keep away games now. It's kind of turning into that. Maybe that was the last play of the third quarter. Georgia should take this all the way down. They'll snap it. Pass to the tight end. They'll gain a couple. End of the third quarter. The start of the fourth. And it'll be a 3rd and 3. I formation. Nebraska in a 5-2. Stacking that box. Number 13. Hands it off to number 6. He will gain the first down. It was just a simple handoff up the middle. And Georgia's playing FU football right now. They say, we're just better than you. We're going to run it up your throat. And it's a spread formation and a draw to the running back. They never work. Swear to God, they never work. Loss of 3. Shotgun with split running backs. 2nd and 13. Number 13, design draw. Again, doesn't get anything on the draw. It'll be 3rd and long. Is this exciting or what? Nebraska trying to get the ball back with a chance to come back in this game. The 4th quarter comeback. Under center. 3rd and 12. He drops back. It's a blitz. He's going to be sacked with a fumble. Defense recovers. Recovered by Nebraska with great field position. Are you serious? With 4 minutes left? Just hang on to it. You can pin him inside the 20. Hang on to it. Don't fumble. Oh, that's a fumble all day long. Oh, no. I'm not necessarily rooting for Georgia. I'm just saying this is painful to watch. This is just classic Georgia right here. This is what they do. It'll be split back under center for Nebraska. All they got to do is get in field goal range. They need like 20 yards and then run the clock off. It'll be a handoff. Let's see what they can do on the ground. Oh, he gets the corner. He gets a first down and more down to the 20. It's a 20-yard gain. They got exactly the chunk play they needed. This is not good for Georgia. This is not good. He juked and got the edge. Georgia did not seal the edge. Well, Nebraska did seal the edge, I should say. 3:47 to go in the game. Nebraska only down by a point, has the ball on the 21. This is exciting, but it's also stressful. Under center, number 13. Clock's back to ticking, under 3:40. He should be taking this all the way down right now. He doesn't take it all the way down. Number 13 drops back. He fires to a receiver, overthrows him. It was a crossing pattern, and he was running away from him. That's a tough pass to make, but one you have to make. He might have scored a touchdown if you'd hit him. One of the rare mistakes by number 13 today. He's been really good. Back to 2nd and 10, so they're behind schedule now. with their success running. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends and a fullback. Toss left, stuffed by the star defensive tackle. Running back number 4, he's had 16 carries. He's only averaging 3.5 yards a pop. It is 3rd and long for the Cornhuskers. 3 minutes to go. Remember, the Cornhuskers can take the lead with a field goal. Number 13 drops back. He's going to be sacked. Does that take them out of field goal range? I think it does. Let's see. No, it does not. From the 30, they can kick a field goal. But it's going to be a harder field goal now. Why would you take a sack? Why would you even do that? It was just a blitz. 5-man blitz. Here we go. Number 27 has 2 field goals already from the right hash with 2:45 to go. Nebraska's trying to take the lead in Lincoln. These fans are holding their breath. This is it. They have a chance to knock off a ranked team to start their season. It starts with this. Is it long enough? It is. No good. They missed the 47-yarder, and how big was that sack? Wow, Georgia's front 7 comes through. And this game's not over with 2:37. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Georgia from their own 30. They'll just try and play some keep away here. Under center, I formation. It'll be 7 men in the box. Looks like they're coming with pressure. They're coming with outside pressure, and that's going to work. The run counter works. No 2-minute warnings in college. No timeout so far from Nebraska. Clock can tick all the way down to 2:05. I formation. Only 6 men in the box for Nebraska? Oh, because Georgia came with 3 receivers. That's a mismatch. You should not have 3 men in the box. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, it's a play action pass. And Georgia throws deep left. What are you doing? You want to run the clock. It's going to be caught. Number 16. Touchdown. What in the world? Just a casual little 70-yard pass. Oh, he was open. Yeah. Number 13 makes a long throw. Yep. And the safety was caught in a back pedal, and he jumped for it and missed it. It was a broken coverage by number 8. Number 8's had his good plays and his bad plays. And Georgia's going to go for 2 here to put this game out of reach. No, they're going to kick an extra point. Okay. They're going to kick an extra point. So I know that we're just talking about this casually and everything like that. But Georgia scores a touchdown, but God, I mean, that might give Nebraska a chance to tie this game. Now they're down 8. I mean, yeah, you score a touchdown, that's great and everything, but do you really want to score there? Gives Nebraska 2 minutes to come back and tie this game, only down by 8 points. But either way, let's be honest, like Nebraska does not have a 2-minute drill offense. Georgia's so good on defense. And even if they score a touchdown, they have to get a 2-point conversion, and that's just to tie it, and you don't know what time would be left and all that stuff. Take the points. Take the touchdown. Georgia might have just sealed this game. Let's see if this turns into an all-time game, or if it's just going to be a classic Georgia touchdown. It was number 16 down the sideline, 70-yard catch. Quarterback number 13, the backup might be the hero. He threw no interceptions. He did fumble. They have to go 80 yards, and they get a first down. Number 11. No huddle. Now at the 31. Play action again. Same play. Number 11 again. Makes a man miss. 9 yards. Does not stop now. Number 11 with 6 catches. They're moving up to the 40. They've already gotten 20 yards this drive. They flip the play and they're running it again. It'll be another play action. There it is again. Throws it deep right. Nebraska gets the catch. Down to the 34. Number 9. That's a huge play. 26 yards? What in the world? They ran the same play 3 times in a row. Are they going to do it again? No, they're not going to do it again. The clock stopped, and now it's rolling. Minute 30. From the 34-yard line, Nebraska's knocking on the door. Maybe we will have an ESPN Instant Classic. Boy, if we get that 2-point conversion, how fun would that be? Under center, drops way back, he's going to be sacked. That really puts them behind schedule. That might really be the early dagger. Second and 20. There's a flag, probably a hold. Intercepted. That would be ball game. We'll see what the penalty is. Holding on the offense. Ball game. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. This has been a fun game. And congratulations, Georgia, on your win, your hard-fought victory at Lincoln. If Nebraska hits a field goal at the end, this game is completely different momentum-wise. So, Georgia should consider themselves lucky, and they've got their undefeated season hopes alive. Nebraska will start with a loss, but I'll tell you one thing. They should not feel bad at all about the way they played. Especially going into this season, I know that they have a stud running back. They have some stud defensive players. Nebraska should have a great season. I would say the Cornhuskers have a great chance to win the Big 12. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And we will see you next time for some 2005 college football coverage.